Is something you really cannot avoid here in Hampton Roads, and that is crossing a bridge.
And with aging infrastructure, you can't say you haven't thought about the safety of crossing waterways. That's why we're putting focus on Portsmouth's Churchland Bridge. Technically, it's structurally deficient. Residents are raising the red flag about it, and the city says there's a fix coming. 10 on your side's Kiahnna Patterson has the story for us tonight.
The bridge was deemed structurally deficient a decade ago, and a 10 on your side viewer reached out to us to find out just how safe the bridge is now.
I think the bridge shouldn't be used anymore.
John Haynes lives just 1 mile from the Churchland Bridge in Portsmouth.
That's my preferred route, or was, until I noticed what bad the bridge was.
He's been taking another route for the last month to his job in Norfolk.
One day it's backed up a little bit, and so I had to stop at the top of the bridge. And I'm kind of looking around, wow, there's a lot of patches and all, and I look over. I can see the river through the deck of the bridge. Not good.
Haynes says he's afraid the bridge may collapse into the Elizabeth River. The most recent Hampton Roads Bridge study shows the Churchland Bridge is one of the most traveled bridges in our area, but it is considered structurally deficient, which means parts of the bridge needs to be repaired or replaced. The study shows 66 other bridges in Hampton Roads are also structurally deficient, but that number has gone down in the last decade. Nearly 30,000 people cross the bridge every day. Engineering director James Wright says the bridge was built in 1951, and while the bridge is deemed deficient, it is still safe for drivers.
Structurally deficient doesn't mean it's unsafe, so a bridge can be considered structurally deficient if any one of the components doesn't meet the current standard.
The bridge has been a safety concern for years, since the Monias River Bridge in Connecticut collapsed in 1983, killing 3 people. Wright says the Churchland Bridge has the same design, so the city installed a catcher beam in the late 80s to make sure the bridge does not collapse into the water.
Should there be an issue with it, the bridge will catch itself and not fail.
Now the bridge must be inspected annually by an independent company. But in the last year, an inspection reveals more problems along the southbound lanes. The city had plans to replace the bridge back in 2015, but struggled to come up with the money.
That was a target, was not an absolute goal. We all realized that it would take a lot of years to get the funding for this.
Now they have $35.5 million to work on the project. It's expected to take 2 years. The plan is to replace the northbound side, rehab the southbound lanes, and widen the pedestrian lane.
It can't happen soon enough. I mean, this is a big story around the country. America's infrastructure is crumbling. We don't need walls, we need bridges.
City officials say they're in the final planning phase for the replacement project. Right now, they're just waiting on approval from the Coast Guard, but the goal is to start construction in 2019. Kiahnna Patterson, 10 on your side.